Thank you very much. Hi there, Ross. How you
Hi,
doing?
Andy. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. I bet everyone's super excited to get going. I know you've had a great cup campaign, but to get going in the league.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, I think we spoke, what was it, 2 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago, and I thought, the spectacle of the World Cup has been incredible, amazing to see England in the Red Roses win the World Cup. I thought just the advert for the game, the pure spectacle and entertainment of what we saw was incredible, and I think hopefully we'll see that as what in the Premiership, and I think you align that with the quality that played in the Prem Cup, and I thought the standard of what not just our squad but the standard across the competition was played with was outstanding, and we really enjoyed being part of that final. We were disappointed not to get the result that we were after, but as a performance and as a competition, I thought it was excellent. So all that being said, I think it's a really exciting opening weekend coming up in the PWR. We're really excited about Friday night to be at the Stoop. Lucky to play in a few of those myself. That it's just such a great occasion to be involved in, and this league's going to be super competitive this year. So look, we're ready to get going. I think it's something. Yeah, March was the last league game, so it's been a while. Excited to get back out there.
And on that note, about the league being so competitive, Loughborough seemed to be coming on really strong in the latter part of last season. So you'll be expecting a good battle.
Definitely. I think the league is going to be so competitive this year, and you're going to have to be on it every game and play well to win games of rugby. And I think Loughborough is no different. They showed last season with some of the scalps that they took at the back end of the season, and we had a real battle. Both games that we played Loughborough, when we were at home, I think we won with 5 minutes to go, and when we were there, we probably tipped the scales our way with the last 10 minutes. So we've always had some really good competitive games against Loughborough. We were on the right end of the result from our perspective the last two games, but a lot of respect for Nathan Smith, who's obviously running their programme, and the quality of those players that they have in their squad. I think, again, it's an exciting opportunity, and it's going to be a great way to start off the campaign.
Good luck, Ross. Good to see you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Hi, Ross. Just wanted to ask about Jade Conkle. Obviously, still your club captain. She's obviously stepped down from international duty. What's she been like the last few weeks since she got back?
Yeah, hi Gary. Jade is a phenomenal person first and foremost. I mean, what she's done for Scotland is incredible. To represent her country, to captain the club. She's just a lot of respect for her, and I think it's really important to mention around trying to juggle a dual career within that as a firefighter. I don't know how she finds the time. She manages to find 25 hours in the day, whereas I think we all operate on 24. But I think the thing that always impresses me with Jade is just her diligence, how hard she works. She goes above and beyond, and I think that's probably why she's had such a successful career. It's just her work ethic is incredible, coupled with obviously a very high rugby ability. There's a reason why she stayed at the top for so long, and she's been brilliant. She's been coming in even in weeks off and stuff with Scotland, and she's just so committed to the club. So it's been brilliant to have her, back in the environment full time.
Just as a follow-up to that one, you must have been really pleased to see Sarah Bonner play so many minutes in the World Cup after an injury.
Yeah, definitely. Again, Sarah's another person that works incredibly hard. Again, in the military, so again, like juggling quite a lot of things, and again, you just go to how impressive their work ethic is, how hard and how willing they are to just go that extra mile, just get themselves fit and available. And Sarah's picked up a little injury last season, and then obviously leading into the World Cup. But it's always brilliant to see Quins players playing in their international countries, and we're hugely proud of all the efforts of all our internationals. And as I said to Andy, I thought the World Cup as a whole was outstanding, and the quality and the precision of the games that were played was just brilliant to watch.
And just finally for me, Andy Rees-Jones will be leaving you guys in a few months to join Scotland. Can you just touch on Andy as a person and his kind of what he's brought to the club?
Yeah, I think he's probably one of those people, like, we get on extremely well. Like, I wouldn't just call him a work colleague, I'll call him a friend. I've known Andy for a long time at the club, and he's been involved at the club. Scottish rugby, going to have someone there in Andy who's going to be excellent in the role that he's moving into. And obviously we're gutted to see him go, but also really, really pleased that he gets an opportunity to go and do something else and perform on that international stage. And the thing about Andy, he's not the forefront and centre, as it were. He's very much in the background, but he just does so much unsung work, and I couldn't do my day-to-day job without him, and the programme just wouldn't be where it is without him. So again, just to echo what I said at the start, Scotland have got a really strong operator there.
That's great, thanks for that. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Right. Hi Ross, nice to meet you. I just wanted to ask a little bit about your style of play heading into this new campaign. So I'd like to, if you could possibly describe the identity that you want Harlequins to embody this season, and is it important to hit the ground running early?
Yeah, I've spoken about it from when I first took on the job. It's like the DNA of the club is something that, you watch rugby as a sport, is actually there's real clear identities with the teams that are really successful, whether that be in the female game or the male game. Just, you can only recruit so much, and loads of stuff comes into that. And part of Quins that we want to see is the girls came up with this mantra, is almost like they want to be brave, physical and entertaining, and that really encapsulates the club. And then we can coach to those sort of philosophies and the style that we want to play, and put together game plans and recruit to that model. And this season is going to be no different. It's just actually, can we do what we've done in previous seasons and do it better? Because what we did last season won't be good enough to see us into the top four. As I've already said, I think it's going to be so competitive. So we have to grow our game. We have to evolve and adapt as the challenges come. But without going away from all the strong foundations we've put into place, being able to move the ball and make decisions, and strong set piece, all those sort of things come into it. But again, it's when it comes back to those core roots, like what is the style and brand we're trying to play.
Amazing. That's very exciting. And there's also been a lot of excitement around the arrival of Aoife Wafer. And I just wanted to know what the impact you think she'll have during her first season with you guys.
Yeah, Aoife is firstly, again, an outstanding human, really good person, great to have in the environment, great energy, very diligent, and wants to be better, which is really, really exciting, and actually is quite easy then to coach because she's so driven to want to be the best she can be. So just having her in the environment with the likes of Jade, Sarah, Lucy Packer, Ellie, they just constantly trying to strive to be the best they can be, and then naturally then it pushes everyone. And actually we've seen with someone like a Nicole, who probably really broke through last season, she's also pushing in that back row as well, and that for me is what makes a successful team. Is it's not just about the 15 players that take the field and the 23 squad. It's actually, can we have 30, 40, 50 players really pushing on all fronts to just constantly make people better? And that's the sign of, it gives me some headaches, but that's a sign of a good team, where actually you have lots of options of people playing well. And that's not necessarily always doing the same thing, just being really good at their game. So yeah, Aoife is a talent that we looked at. I think we watched her score a try against the Black Ferns, I think two and a half years ago. We thought she was outstanding in that game as a 22-year-old, and someone that we felt would add some real impact into our environment. And yeah, we're delighted to have her here at Quins.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Thank you so much, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Hey Ross, how are you
Hey
doing?
Katie, good thanks, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
I just wanted to ask about potential threats that you see from Loughborough. What do you think are you going to have to watch out for on Friday?
Oh look, there's obviously got some great individuals in their team. Sadia and Aliv are two really big hitters for Loughborough. But I think look, they're they're a really good cohesive unit. Like Nathan is a really strong coach, and I fully expect their set piece to be strong, and that's a battle that we're looking forward to. But also they play a really fluid game. You know, what we saw last season and during the Prem Cup, like they like to move the ball. They're an athletic side, so yeah, look, I think it's going to be a really, really exciting fixture, and you know, something that, as I said, we're really looking forward to getting the season kicked off.
And on the flip side of that, what are the biggest threat that you think your side poses for them on Friday?
Oh, good question. Hey, look, like during the week, we've spoken about, you know, every team is in the same boat. We've had 2 weeks essentially to prepare for a Premiership season. I don't think I've ever had that short a pre-season in my life. But you know, everyone's got the same problem, and I think it's going to be the teams that get the cohesion the quickest. There's going to be mistakes on Friday. That's natural. You know that we had 16 weeks with a Prem Cup squad to then reintegrate, I think, 15 players back into an environment and learn line-outs and backs moves while they've all been doing slight different variations. It is always going to be a challenge, and that's something that we're going to look to embrace and just go, actually, look, it's about how quickly can we get on the same page, aligned and cohesive, and actually respond to when things don't go our way, because it won't. You've got Loughborough, who are a good side, coming up against us. It's the first game. Everyone's motivation level will be high, and there will be mistakes. It's a fact of probably what we're going to see, but actually we embrace those mistakes and go, actually, it's about what we do in that next action, not about what's just happened.
And last one from me. You've obviously got the likes of Ellie and Lucy back in camp now, alongside a lot of other internationals that have had a great World Cup, Aoife especially coming in as well. What sort of momentum are they bringing to the squad and being reintroduced to the team? How is that unfolding for the rest of them?
Yeah, look, again, it's something where we've had players coming in at like differing times, you know, because of where they finished in the World Cup, and people flying in from all sorts of nations is, as I said, is something that all clubs have got to juggle, that balancing act. And you know, I was really proud of what the Prem Cup squad did, and I think, you know, some people really put their hands up in those fixtures to push our internationals. And you know, what they're bringing back in is a wealth of experience, having gone away and played in the World Cup and played in front of some huge stadiums and huge crowds and playing under some real pressure scenarios. So you can really sort of like lean on that experience and the fresh perspectives and the fresh energy that they'll bring to the environment, but also the lessons that we've learned while being here and being in our own pressured environments around semi-finals and finals. And I think that was something that I was pleased with, particularly in the semi-final, how we dealt with that pressure with a young group. Weren't quite able to get the job done in the final, but I thought we were excellent in large parts of that game with a young group of players to be able to perform at that level against a really good Saracen side. I think, you know, some great building blocks for how we want to push on.